through bridges, through streets and lanes. Today, I've come to Hangzhou, a city of beauty and elegance. As the host city of the 19th Asian Games, Hangzhou has not only caught the worldwide attention, but also showcased China's efforts in promoting peaceful development. So this time, I will meet my guest in the Hangzhou Branch Library of China National Archives of Publications and Culture, and discuss with about peace, amity, and harmony, the important concepts in the Chinese civilization. My guest, Bai Tongdong, is an expert in the field of traditional Chinese political philosophy and a professor of the School of Philosophy at Fudan University in Shanghai. Professor, since I came to China, I learned so many phrases, so many Chinese phrases with the word he. What does this word mean exactly?
Confucius in the Analect said that of the things brought about by Li, the most important is he. So we see two important ideas here, Li and he. Li means rites, rituals, ceremonies. And so the unity of the state is brought about by Li, and the purpose is he, meaning fitting, proper, and harmonious.
What are some of the artifacts that present these concepts?
Let me show you one thing. This is Yuzong, a jade artifact. According to Confucius, jade is important to a Confucian gentleman because it represents many moral virtues. For example, the color of jade is warm, so it means the warm-heartedness a Confucian gentleman has to have toward the people. And the jade is hard but not harsh, so it's principled. It represents the Confucian virtue of righteousness. I think that's one thing you can see the Chinese civilization emphasize on moral virtues, kind of peaceful virtues rather than military virtues.
Professor, through the years that I've been here in China, I'm getting more and more adapted to life in this country. When it comes to dealing with others, you can see how people eager are to learn about you. They ask you, for example, Tumalame, and you see a lot of cases of these exchanges and mutual learning. How did that happen?
About your main question, let me give you an example. Actually, there are so-called the Kaifeng Jews in China. So these are the so-called Kaifeng Jews. There were Jews coming to China to do businesses in the Tang and Song dynasties 1,000 years ago. And they stayed, and they became part of greater Chinese community. And they have lived peacefully in this environment for 4,000 years.
That's the case at point, but have they fully accepted Chinese culture, or they kept following their own traditions?
They looked slightly different from other Chinese. They had certain clothes, they had certain Jewish traditions, but at the same time, they're reading Confucian classics. So, however, in your daily life, it doesn't matter what religious faith you have, what kind of life you live. So the peaceful assimilation of Jews in China is a beautiful example of this. Because from a Confucian point of view, to be Huaxia, now Huaxia is translated as Chinese. All you need is to read the Huaxia classics, the Chinese classics, then you can become Chinese.
But how can we apply it to our today's world?
If you look at the history of traditional China, Chinese have been very open to external influences. And the key, again, I think, is Confucianism. For one thing, I think the very simple sign of inclusiveness of Confucianism is that Confucian, the word, can be used as adjective. So you could be a Confucian Buddhist. And so just like how Buddhism enriched the Chinese culture, maybe the different civilizations can enrich each other through peaceful competitions, not through deadly clashes.
Professor, walking by the West Lake, I feel my mind at ease and the surrounding is quite harmonious. Is this what we call a sense of peace?
Hangzhou was the capital city of the Southern Song dynasty around 1000 AD. And this dynasty was commercially highly developed. Okay. And the local magistrate, did a lot of water work. He controlled flood, also create the scenery. So this place is really a great case of harmony, not only among human beings, but also between humans and the environment.
Thank you.
If the globe keeps warming, there won't be any humanity left.
Yeah.
So just for our survival and hopefully for a prosperous and harmonious globe, we need really great powers to work together. So we need to do something for all human beings. We don't want to have wars, right? We don't want to have mass starvation, genocide, all those things. That's just human duty. I think whatever religions, whatever cultures you adopt, that's a truly shared value. The Confucian idea that although it's okay for you to take your own self-interest first, other peoples, foreigners, they are human beings as well. We should have compassion for them. So we should take care of their interests as well. Namely, put it very simply, we need responsible great powers to work together. Not just peacefully, but even maybe in a kind of peaceful competition.
This competition should be fair between all of these powers, and they have to let other people, other countries, to have a share of this open market, to be involved with it, to have a more harmonious world in order to actually fulfill this shared destiny, shared future for all humanity.
I think maybe that's the way we do it. So the One Belt, One Road initiative is an attempt for a great power, namely China, to offer common goods to the rest of the world, especially the disadvantaged countries. So in a way, the One Belt, One Road initiative is an effort, right, to build a global infrastructure to help disadvantaged countries to have the basic goods, right, to have the basic conditions to benefit from this global trade.
Peace and development are eternal themes and common aspirations of all countries in the world. Nowadays, China plays an important role in the world. The Belt and Road Initiative, Global Development Initiative, Global Security Initiative, and Global Civilization Initiative are essentially China's efforts motivated by a sense of responsibility for world peace. On this journey, I visited 5 different cities such as truthful in Shandong province,
Guangzhou, Beijing, Xi'an, and Hangzhou.
to understand and explore
Continuity, innovation, unity, inclusiveness, and peacefulness of Chinese civilization. The ideas originating from the classics remain ever fresh and have been seamlessly integrated with the principles of Marxism in contemporary China, providing an unceasing impetus for the great journey of Chinese modernization. I hope that through my exploration, I could have helped you understand this ancient and modern country.